Hi, so 2021, it's a new year and you've decided I'm gonna write a book, but then you sit down to write and crickets, right? So today I'm gonna share with you two powerful ways to instantly get you excited about writing your fiction book. My name is Elke. I'm an author and a book coach, and I help fiction authors stay focused with accountability and support, taking them from idea to launched book. So, the first powerful way to get you excited about writing your book is to use your senses. Now, today I'm going to talk about two specific senses. That's your visual sense and your audio senses. So, with regards to your visual, there are various ways that you can use visual aid to help you to get excited about writing your book. So one of those is to look at movie clips that get you excited and remind you about your story, your characters. That is really helpful as well too. The other is to make a Pinterest board. I know a lot of people who love doing that. And you can make a Pinterest boards with settings, scene ideas, characters, people that inspire you and remind you of your characters. Another one is to create a photo collage. Now, this is something that I like to do with various settings, characters, people and places that remind me of my book, and when I see them, they get me excited about my story and wanting to write it. So, with regards to the second one, which is your audio senses, there are some ways that you can use audio to get you excited about writing your book is to create a music playlist. I know a lot of writers that do this, and these are playlists and music that get you excited about your book because there's something about the tune that reminds you about your story, your characters, your setting, and it just puts you in the mood. Personally, I like to listen to jazz, all kinds of different music depending on what genre I'm writing. And then just outside of having a playlist is just to listen to music in general. Like I said, I don't have a playlist that I use, but I just know that when I'm writing this genre, I just put on this music and then that's it. I don't have a playlist. I usually watch it on YouTube. So that's another option because there's some great music on YouTube. I personally like jazz, and that's what I watch sorry, it's my cat. That's what I listen to while I'm writing my book. All right, a third way is something that I just stumbled on another YouTube channel, and I just went on there and I checked it out myself and I thought, wow, it's really interesting. And that's ambientmixer.com. And what is so interesting about this site is that it combines the visual with the music, which is amazing because it has these really unique scenes and places and the music to match. That is not anything that you will hear on the radio or on YouTube normally, right? And if you write fantasy, this is a fantastic option to really find something that fits your story visually as well as the music to go with it to get you excited about your book. Now, the second way that you can get you excited about writing your book and put you in the mood is my personal favorite, and this is one that I recommend to all of my clients and I use myself all the time, is to create a summary of the scene that you want to write. Now, the way that it works is before I actually sit down to write, I start thinking in my mind. I know my writing times come up. I start thinking in my mind about my characters, the scene, what's going to happen, those kind of things, so that when I actually come to sit down to do my summary, I take 5-10 minutes and I just write out who's in the scene, where's the scene taking place, what's going to happen in the scene, how is this scene going to move the story forward, and how am I going to leave the readers wanting more. Just 5 simple questions to ask and write down in your summary. And this really helps in 3 ways. The first is it gets you excited. Sorry, I just totally went blank there. This is why I have notes. Okay, so it gets your creative juices flowing. That's the first thing, because a lot of times when you try to sit down to write dry, it's like trying to start an engine that's cold, right? So that's the first way it helps, is gets your juices flowing, your creative juices flowing, and gets you excited about writing. The second is that it helps you to write more words. And oh my gosh, all of my clients say this, that it makes such a huge difference where they go from maybe trying to write 500 words in their writing time to writing as much as 2,000 words or more, because the combination of getting your juices flowing and you know what's going to happen, so that it really opens up what you want to write and what flows to you as far as your characters, scenes, what's going to happen, right? And the third way is that it really releases the pressure of trying to start from a blank page. And I think that is something that a lot of writers struggle with. They're like, okay, I'm going to sit down to write and I'm ready to go. And then you sit and you stare at your screen. You're like, okay. Or you read the same scene over and over and over again, and you just don't move forward. And I find this way really, really helps, the combination of all those first two things, to take that pressure off, because you know what you're going to write, you know what you're going to say. All right. So what about you? What helps get you in the mood to write? And I ask this question because I find that it's different for every writer, right? We all have different things that motivate us, that helps us to get us in the mood. So I always love to hear what motivates other writers. So please tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. And if you liked the content, I'd love for you to like this video, as well as subscribe to the channel to get more tips and strategies for writing your fiction book in 2021. And if your dream is to write a book in 2021, I want to invite you to sign up for my free training, Start Your Book Now. And basically it gives you the elements that you need to build a strong foundation to start writing your book. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date and get notifications for the next video. Bye.